Alright, well today we are checking the fields. Weeds are getting up there. I think it's just a little too wet to be disking yet. But it's cracked, but if you dig down much, it's still pretty wet. But yeah, we'll drive around this, and not really a farm tour, but I can kind of show you what we got. Like I said, if we don't get stuck, I don't think we're gonna get stuck. And we're starting to crest a little bit here. Yeah, so there's some acres, and then there's some more acres. We'll drive up and look at the pond. I'm also gonna do some mushroom hunting all through all that tree line. Got me a water jug and a bag, but yeah, we're not sinking in any. I should be out here turning the dirt, but I'll tell you right now, I just know it's still too wet. And if you hit one spot where it's too wet, well, I guess maybe it's only one spot, but not good. See, we got some rock formations. It's all up and down. It is all up and down right here. So, there's certain spots in the farm where you can stand and can't see anything. Certain spots at the farm where you stand and you can see everything. That little group of trees back there is a pond. That's where we're gonna go. Hopefully I'm not just showing you the passenger or the driver's side mirror. But yeah, man, I mean, it rolled a lot. A lot of the time I've been out here in the combine and stuff, you see that little bird right there sitting on a bean plant I missed. No biggie. But a lot of the time that I've been out here, it's been nighttime. And every time I come out here, I'm still just amazed at how much the land rolls, you know. But anyways, we'll get up to this pond and maybe walk around it a bit. Jumped up some deer. Don't know if you can see that. Being that there's only 2 of them, I would say that's probably 2 bucks. But there was 6 deer that ran across here this morning. Yeah, they probably come to the pond, you know. I mean, it's a natural resource for them. I do not believe it to be a man-made pond, but you never know. Yeah, I didn't get this stretch of beans. They was just too full of weeds, and I don't know what's there, 10 bushel, doubt it. 10 bushel to the acre looking stuff by now. Yeah, this is our little pond. Don't know if it's got fish in it. Probably does. But I'm gonna drive around here and park, and we'll walk some. Well, I've made it from there to here. And I found a white jug out there that had, I guess, blown off of that garbage pile. It's not really garbage, it's just a bunch of old skids. I should turn a match to them, but they're too close to the pond. So I'll probably just eventually pull them out with the skid steer and, you know, maybe burn them out there. Right where them beans are, that's a pretty wet spot. So if I burnt them there and then maybe ran a magnet over for the nails, but tractor tires are pretty expensive, so we might have to explore a different option for that. But this, all this plant you see, it's all poison hemlock. And this farm is just covered in poison hemlock. This here, I really need to get in here and bush hog as much as I can. Plenty of dandelions, but heck, you'd never be able to find mushrooms in this stuff just because the ground's covered. Not that this is the ideal area anyways. But, yeah, we're going to keep walking around. I just figured I'd show all these nasty weeds. I don't want to spray because it's next to the pond, because I'm like that. Maybe when this field gets sprayed, I'll tilt a boom up and kind of spray right here, but I don't know. I probably won't. It'll probably just get bush hogged eventually, whether that's this year, next year, or in 10 years. Because, well, today it's Sunday, the Sunday after Easter, and I don't really have a whole lot of time to myself most of the time, and today I didn't, you know, I just thought, well, I'm going to go out and walk and look around and see what I can see, maybe stumble upon some morel mushrooms, maybe take some video. I didn't come out here just for the video. I just thought, well, I should probably share, because I should do that, and just get out and get some me time and do some soul searching and soul soothing. I don't necessarily say soul searching, but need some soul soothing. How about that? Here's a down cherry tree. Huh, it's been down for a while. Rocks around here are ungodly. Definitely different from Ohio. I walked past a rock, 3 rocks about the size of my truck hood in that corner. All about taking a picture of them, and I thought, well, if I take pictures of every rock around here, then, well, that'll get boring fast. But yeah, there's a pile of rocks over there. When we get over there, we'll check that out. And I think that's just 100 years of whoever farming it, dumping the field rocks right there. But it's a nice little pond. It did not freeze over. I'd like to hope that there's fish in it. That would kind of be the little fishing area. If I can get this place cleaned up, it'd be a really nice place for my kids to have and to grow up. If I could, you see all that green over there, it's that poison hemlock. That would be a nice little camping spot if it didn't have all those weeds. And poison hemlock grows like 6 feet tall, and it turns into well, them big white sticks. Yeah, it just turns into sticks when it dries out every year. But it's perennial or biennial, so it'll come back the next year. But if it doesn't reseed, then it dies, which is why mechanical control, and mowing is the best way for it. But there's another rock. Oh, look at all the rocks. Anyways, let's keep walking, and I'll turn you back on here in a sec. Yeah, so this is that rock pile. Obviously, it's not a natural rock outcrop. And there's more of the hemlock plants. But you know what you're looking at. Those rocks have been laying there like that for a long time. They're like rain weathered. I'm not going to climb on it just because of snakes and whatever. I don't know if we have a bunch of snakes here. I have yet to see one in the almost year that we've lived here. But heck, this whole area could be mowed. I mean, I could put beans right there, no big deal. But when I was disking last year, this was all growed up, and if I can't see where my tires are going, I'm not sinking a tractor down into a hole and rolling it or getting stuck or breaking the pedestal off because I was on the tricycle. Pedestal's the part that holds the front tires. It's called a pedestal instead of an axle. But yeah, geez, these weeds, got to get them under control. But yeah, they say Kentucky's full of snakes, I'm sure, in the mountains and stuff and whatever, and rattlesnakes, but I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen any snake at all on our property. And that includes a couple of junk cars that were sitting around. And junk cars usually love corn snakes, and black snakes love those. Speaking of snakes, this little purple flower you see, they call that snakeweed. Or snake root, one or the other, I forget. Don't know what the actual name is for it. I never thought to look. I just knew that that's what I call it, and that's what I was taught that it was called. But like I said, it's a nice little pond area. Look, a rock. I don't know. We'll keep walking. See what we see. Plenty of frogs, I can tell you that. We've made it halfway around, baby. It really is amazing. I'm walking through, I'm over where the little thicket is of trees now, behind me. And I'm like, man, with all this like thicket of trees, it kind of stays moist, especially with the weed cover we got. This would be like a perfect place for mushrooms. Not necessarily morels, but I was walking through, kicking, sweeping my legs as I walked, trying to look underneath the weeds. And I was thinking of my grandpa, and I was like, I wish I could ask him if morels grew around poison hemlock, And I was just sitting there walking and thinking, like literally the moment I kind of prayed in my head or whatever, I said, come on, Grandpa, just show me a mushroom. literally as I said that, I swept my foot, and there are 2 mushrooms. Now, not at all what we're looking for, but yeah, it's kind of crazy the way the world works that way, or faith, or, you know, ancestors, or whatever. I just literally said, come on, Grandpa, send me a mushroom. And a split second later, I spotted these. So just soul soothing for sure. I didn't get that on camera, but I just jumped up a damn turkey, and it flew all the way to the other side of that hill. I can't even see it now. But geez Louise. Yeah, we jumped up a turkey. That is the first turkey I've seen out here. That would explain some of the stuff I've seen around, like little spots like that. I was like, man, deer didn't do that. Deer pushed down a big spot, but I shouldn't walk over here just in case she was on a nest. I don't know. Well, it's spring turkey season, youth season, so I don't know if they're nesting during that time or not. But I don't know where she was at. All I heard was flapping and me peeing myself, you know. But yeah, that's the first turkey we've seen, and I've never seen a turkey fly that far. I mean, she flew for a while. I believe she was laying right there. That's where she was. She shit about a 30-foot strip as she was flying. That was to lighten the load for takeoff. But I don't know. I don't see a nest. I don't want to find a nest. Because it's like I tell my kids all the time. We are here to enjoy nature, not destroy nature. You know, the weeds I'll kick over, but yeah, I like to enjoy nature, not destroy nature. But yeah, turkey sighting. This is the back property line. Butts up against a field with some cattle in it. I really would like to walk that tree line there, fence row, to look for mushrooms, because that looks like pretty decent to me. Dead sticks, honeysuckle, you know. But that's an awful far walk from there to all the way down there. This is our back little triangle field over here. And well, there's a picture. You can kind of, well, no, fading away, going downhill. I was gonna say you can see our tobacco barn. Yep, just out cruising around. I've checked the ground in a couple spots. It's too wet to disc. There's a goddamn coyote. See him running? Wish my phone knew how to zoom when I asked it to. Yeah, you saw his butt go over the hill there. Apparently doesn't know how to unzoom either. Yeah, not cool. The coyotes are not cool, but at least they're back here, not, you know, where my sheep are. Probably should be wearing a pistol, but I don't think that they would attack me. Surely not, right? I've never had coyotes try to be aggressive towards people. Not to say it's not possible, for sure. But yeah, I don't know where he went. Just into the tree line there. Well, the mushroom yield didn't turn out. I went back to the house, got lunch after the last clip, and come back down and I walked this hillside a little bit. This big area you're seeing with all those weeds, I don't really know why it's there or why it was never bush hogged. Or I totally think that you could plant that. Maybe not. Here's a little strip of beans. There's little strips everywhere from where the grass was so thick and terrible you weren't harvesting it. All of this is flat. There is a little ditch in the middle. Don't know why a man couldn't clean that up and plant it. I mean, I could probably add, if I went around the place, moved, you know, not moved live trees, but like places where dead stuff's gone, or, you know, areas like this that are just there, I could probably get, I would say conservatively, 4 acres I'm not going to say 5, but I don't know, however wide that is, it's like the whole way up this field I'm driving. And it's really wider at the bottom. But, yeah, I wish you could have seen the turkey and the coyote. At least I got the deer on there for you. They had cattails. I mean, that's kind of an indicator. But I still believe that we could do something with it. If nothing else, I could clean it up and mow it for hay, you know, and just have a big grass filter strip. Picked up a couple big rocks out of the field, and I was going to head home because wife and kids will be home here soon. Yeah, this is a big area of cattails too. But I thought, well, I seen these couple rocks, and I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and here's the deer again. Probably the same one of the same ones. We'll flip your camera around. Oh, nope, they're hightailing it. Fuzzy photos. Yep, there they go. Yeah, they're probably thinking, like, what the heck is this guy doing? You know, we're out here all by ourselves, peaceful in nature, on this giant farm. And this isn't like one farm in the middle of a bunch of houses. I'm surrounded by farms this size or larger. So out here, you know, like the back of my property is kind of like the middle of the block, but the block's like 10 square miles or something, and it's, I don't know if it's 10 square miles, but it's all 100+ acre farms. Like my back corner, the little triangle field, connects to 4 other farms. So if that tells you, like, the back of the back is the middle of nowhere, you know, as far as the animals are concerned. But the cows have made it back to the back fence. Looks like they're on their side. I had some get across during harvest, or last little bit of harvest, and I called a guy and he came out and they hightailed it back to where they came from. But, oh man, I was going to look at my trip meter and see how far it was from the bottom to the pond. I bet it's more than a mile. I mean, I'm doing like, I don't know, 5 miles an hour or something like that. 3 probably. But it's taking me 5 minutes to get up here, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's it for this one. No tractors. A little bit of nature, my pond. Some of the fields, kind of, you know. Bouncy footage. Fuzzy photos of fuzzy animals. I don't know. If you watch to the end, I appreciate it. If you like what you see, you can come on back. And if you don't mind, give me the thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one.